Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, they alright, but we a little rougher. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I beat no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, that can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
All right, for our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man.
The original man is the Asiatic, like Black Man. He's the maker. He's the cream of planet Earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Sarit. And there's only one God.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing, man. I got the Puerto Rican Prince in the house, and I got my God, man. We done lost him. Where's Carmen San Diego? My man CDK, the missing man. What's going on, brother?
What's good, my brother, man? I can't complain. Life is good. I'm blessed and highly favored, and I'm just living the best of my life.
I tell you this, man. They set my boy Big Baby Anderson up, man. They set
did.
him up. It was a setup. The fact that they would put this young brother in there, but that monster, man, that wasn't right. Salute to my man Juan. Salute to my man Hardcore. I just thought that was wild. Why would you put Big Baby Anderson in there with that big you know what I mean? Come on, CDK. Why they do him like that, bro?
Man, money talk. Let me tell you this right, both of y'all right here. Money talk, man. I'm gonna say this right here. If y'all think about it, they've been pushing Big Baby, and they were pushing him way too fast. He only got 15 fights. We're gonna keep it real. You've been, you know what I'm saying? 15 fights is not a lot of fights as a pro. I seen it coming, and I had been saying I seen a lot of holes in this game, and I've been, BBO. I've been kind of skeptical of Big Baby. You know what I'm saying? He showed me a lot of heart yesterday. I seen him. He got up. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't ready for that guy, man. He was not ready for that fight. It was way too soon. It's a learning experience. Hopefully, man, because I'm worrying about I be worrying about his mental state at times from some of the things he says. So I'm just hoping that he takes this loss well, gets back up, gets in the gym, and do what he's supposed to do.
My man Hardcore and Juan in the chat. Go ahead.
If you are a diehard boxer fan, you know who Bacody is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Bacody is relatively unknown. A lot of people don't know who he is, and they wanted to see if Big Baby was ready for the top level heavyweights, because let's be honest, Tyson Fury is on his way out. Deontay Wilder is already gone. Big Bang, he's pretty much gone. He's like 40 years old. AJ, he's still relatively young, but it's really no real big name heavyweights. So Big Baby Anderson was making a name for himself, and they wanted to see if he was ready for the top level. So they put him in there with a guy who's a big puncher, but his boxing ability is real underrated. He got fast hands. He doesn't move around the ring a lot, but if you can't make him move, he's just gonna come right at you and throw those big shots with those fast hands. And they thought that Big Baby, with his boxing ability, he will be able to outbox him. But the problem is, Big Baby got so comfortable with knocking people out that he thought, okay, yeah, he caught me with a big shot, but if I throw these combinations, he ain't gonna better stand up to it. Nah, dude got a beard on him. You got a beard on him.
Hey,
And if you not a real big puncher like that, like I'm talking about one punch knockout power, because Big Baby Anderson is not a one punch knockout artist. He's accumulation of shots. You haven't seen him just hit somebody with one shot and he was out cold. No, it was accumulation of shots and he got him out of there. So if you're not a big puncher like Big Bang Zane or Deontay Wilder or AJ or even Daniel Dubois, if you're not a big puncher like that where you can hit a person one time and they out cold, no, you're gonna have problems with guys like that because they can take shots. For one, he's already bigger than you. He was taller, he was heavier, and if you see the man head looked like a watermelon. So he was built to take shots. He was built for it. So if you're not a big puncher, you got to use your boxing ability, and that's where the lapse happened for Big Baby. He didn't have the ring IQ to realize, hey, I can't bang with this dude. I gotta go in here and outbox him. I gotta make him move, get him tired, because dude was pretty much just standing there, and then he would walk forward a couple of steps, and then he would stand there. He wasn't doing a lot of moving. The only time he really started moving is when he had Big Baby hurt. Then he went in for the kill. So I mean, he gotta develop that ring IQ and develop that defense.
one thing I was gonna say this, BBL, I agree with basically everything Free said. And it was a bad style matchup. Big Baby's IQ, he wasn't ready for this, for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to think of the fighters in between there. They could have found somebody that they could have put him in there with, but not that guy. Like Free said, a lot of people don't know this guy, but real hardcore boxing fans like us, we know who he was. And man, I took dude on my card, man, on FanDuel. I took him to win. You know what I'm saying? And I took the fight not to go the distance. I knew, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't see Big Baby winning this fight. You know what I'm saying? I have confidence in him. I think he has great skills. I think he's gonna be okay, but he's gonna have to get in the gym. I see a lot, like Free was saying, man, his IQ, and he's not a one punch knock. You gotta be able to make dude respect you. And I could see from the beginning when dude was taking those body shots, he wasn't even phased by those shots, man. He was still coming forward. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see a grimace on his face or nothing. So that let me know. I knew right then. I said, man, Big Baby might be in trouble. I see it, and he was in trouble.
I was telling guys yesterday, we was on my man Southern T's channel, and they was telling me, oh man, Big Baby, he beats all those heavyweights. I was like, dog, no, he's not ready for them dudes right now. He's not ready. They were like, man, I'm telling you, I said, all right, we're gonna see after the night. I want you to keep that same energy after the night. And sure enough,
they set him up.
I told everybody, I said,
they set him up.
BVO. Hold up, BVO. Did I not say, do not be surprised if you see Big Baby hit the canvas for the first time in his career?
You said that.
I'm trying to. I know who the dude is. I said the dude is a big puncher, dog. This nigga.
Hey, Free. You know, I heard somebody say, and this is what I was saying. Like, I agree with both of y'all saying, and I definitely agree with BVO about the setup. I'm not gonna call it a setup, but what I'm gonna say, BVO, is this, because I heard it heavy from some people that, you know, they took that money. It was a big, you know, Turkey Alashi offered them a nice amount of money to make that fight happen. And basically now with him having the money, you know, that he has and loving boxing, a lot of fighters are gonna be put in this type of position coming up because the money gonna be too good, man. It's gonna be a lot of fighters that I feel like not gonna be ready for those type of step up fights, but because of the money that he's offering, they're gonna put him in there anyway, and fighters are not gonna get time to truly develop. 15 fights, man, is not a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? We both know, all of us know that. We know that 15 fights, man. They were pushing Big Baby like he had 25 fights on this belt.
We got to remember, Muhammad lost to a guy with 8 fights. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, but you know, different times and different situations. And Big Baby definitely, with his 15 fights, he was not ready. You know what I'm saying? And Free said, man, his IQ, you can see it, man. He kept making he said himself, he made the same mistakes in this fight that he made in the last fight. He said,
Yeah, it's just
What's
you know what
happening,
they
fellas?
set him up, man. This was wrong. They did him
yeah,
wrong, man. They
yeah, they
set him
did.
up.
I
It
agree.
wasn't
Ain't
ready.
no, ain't nobody doing wrong. He did himself wrong. Don't even say that, fellas. He did
Now,
himself wrong.
hey, I gotta
At
say
the
it
end of the
because
day,
you
hold
know,
up, real
hey,
quick.
listen, Crush. As a man, I ain't turning down number my collar. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Number my
Right,
collar,
right.
all I'm turning down. I'm a man. But if you're in front of me, Crush, and you're the one guiding and leading me, you supposed to tell me, hold on for a minute, or don't even bring that situation to me because you know I ain't gonna turn it down. You gotta save me from myself. You see what I'm saying? So they didn't save him. Big Baby done what a man gonna do. He stood on business. I accept the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not him. Bob Aaron's been around boxing for how long? A long time. Longer than I've been
Since
born.
that,
You see what I'm saying?
since that.
Yeah. So that's where I'm saying, because with the setup, it's not that he done anything wrong or the real like we're looking at it like a setup like they wanted him to lose. No, Bob Arum seen the money and he took the money knowing that Big Baby wasn't ready. Bob Arum know more about boxing than I'm gonna say myself or any of us. He been around, or at least been around it long enough to know better. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Bob Pamper Bob know boxing. I mean, he don't think he doesn't. He does,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he does what works for him to be controversial as he is and make money the way that he can make his best money. I ain't gonna
yeah,
knock him for that. I know some of which we had that same hustle, so there's no
yeah,
argument there. But I agree with you saying too. But at the same time, you gotta stay prepared. You gotta be that gym rat
yeah,
because just in case situations like this does happen, like it just did, and and I thought he was being fast tracked a little bit, and like
yeah,
D Free said, he been said, man, watch this ball might go down for the first time. I was
yeah.
like, this going to be the upset, one of the upset fights of the night. I
Yeah,
knew
I
he
thought
was
that
going
too.
to lose to
I took Marvin.
Bacoli, man. I said Bacoli going to beat him and probably stop him. This is what I thought. I
Yeah,
said, fuck dropping. I said, D Free, he might stop him because D Free said it the night before. He been saying it all week. He said he gonna go
yeah,
down. I said, D Free, he fuck around and stop that dude. Lo and behold, we was right, man. So I'm
yeah,
saying I just wish I would have fan doing that shit, but I catch it next time. But shout out to Bacoli because when I looked, I said, man, this boy gonna whoop on his ass. Because
yeah.
we already know that Big Baby, once he said that he ain't into the sport like that, then I
Right.
already know you got an ass whipping coming to you. You're not gonna be the gym rat. You're not gonna be into boxing. You're gonna be to
Yeah.
everything else. You're just doing it for a paycheck because it's something that you're good at, but you're not really interested in. That means ass whipping is coming real soon. And
I
it
agree.
happens.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
hopefully
hey,
this wakes him up and help him make his final decision. He's gonna be all in and all out.
Yeah.
and, in the words of my man BVO, he got beat to death.
Yeah, he got
Man.
beat to death. I'm telling y'all, you didn't see that? He got beat to death.
Yeah.
Like
And y'all know
it
what?
was a hard sport.
He had his moments, but like
It
man, D
was
Free said, man, he couldn't buzz, dude, man. Them punches, he's
no.
not a one punch. Dude didn't respect his power at all. We seen it. He did not
The
respect it.
Cody was walking through all that, man. All that. He had a poker face. He like, I said, yeah, this one of them big dudes that really got hands, man. I was saying that throughout
No,
the fight. We was watching the fight. The guy said, yo, big boy got hands.
Yeah.
no,
He got
that man,
hands. That's a big
that
dude that
man
got hands.
he was looking like a young George Foreman in there.
Yeah, that's what we was calling Young George with a little more speed, baby. But he looked
Yeah.
good. I like the fight game. Man, he got a little slip game too, man. He was slipping some shit when he wanted to. I'm like, hey,
They was. Yep.
yeah, that's a big
Yeah,
dude you
man.
don't want to run
But
into in any
F,
situation, man.
they set my boy up. No, I don't know what y'all talking about. They said they said big.
DVO, you're not getting no disagreement from us this morning. Everybody's kind of agreeing with you. Stop it. We're all saying the same thing.
They
Yeah, you're
said
not getting no disagreement from. Yeah, you're not getting no disagreement from us. We're all on the same
Hey,
page.
hey, BVO. Remember what I was telling Prize yesterday?
yeah about what?
Free,
Oh yeah,
I got a
free.
God,
yellow
yeah.
watermelon right here.
Oh, the yellow watermelon. Yeah, that yeah, that fool said
When
he
they
never
got a
had a
yellow,
yellow watermelon.
Oh, that okay. You got you the yellow watermelon free.
yeah,
Mhm.
Hey,
talking about,
hey,
Free.
You see what
them
he just
joints
did?
don't grow naturally. They don't grow naturally. Those joints is ejected. Nah, these
Hey,
joints are grow
yeah,
naturally.
that's them snack
Mhm.
program watermelons.
Yeah, yeah.
He said it's that
And you
program
see,
on.
what D Free just did. I don't know if y'all caught that. He just showed a bunch of black dudes on the live with watermelon. That's crazy right there.
Hey,
For
Listen,
Puerto
listen.
Rican,
Wait a
that's
minute.
hey,
Wait
crazy.
a minute. Hey,
I'm gonna tell
hold
you
on.
like this.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
tell you like this. Black people ain't the only people that love watermelon. White
No, they
people
ain't.
love watermelon. White people love watermelon, and so do Puerto Ricans.
And, hey,
Wait,
free.
I got another one for you.
I hate
Listen,
watermelon.
I
I'm
hate
gonna tell
watermelon.
you who else love watermelon. Asians love watermelon. See,
Yeah.
listen,
Hey,
BBO. Listen, real quick, D Free. Let me give him a little history. See, there's a catch-22 behind the joke about the brothers always eating watermelon. But see, you ain't understand what they was trying to say, bro. You know, watermelon is very beneficial for you. So when
Yeah,
they was saying that that's all they do is eat watermelon, oh, this is the reason why they run around slaying shit when it come to the chicks because they always eating that watermelon. They seen us eating that watermelon, they start eating the watermelon, man. Follow the leader, rock style. That's all I'm saying, man.
hey,
Follow the
I
leader,
got
rock style.
I got this watermelon from an Asian market just
oh,
about 15 minutes ago. About
I see
15
you.
minutes ago.
I see you.
Man,
Yeah,
it's
but I'll
Asians
say. Let
that
me say
it's
this
the
real
Asian
quick.
spot
Look, let me say
around
this
here
real quick
that,
first.
that make watermelon juice, man. I mean, that makes
Let me say this
watermelon
real
juice.
quick. The
It's
thing
beneficial.
I'll say is what they
Good for your
did
libido.
to Big Baby was wrong. But
Oh,
the thing that was exciting, was it looks like Terrence Crawford has lost a step. And I'll tell you this:
Heavy.
if you fight that dude from Delaware, Boots Ennis, it's over.
stop
Hey,
calling
let
my
me ask
G
y'all.
from Philly,
Let me
man.
say this
You,
though.
you, you say my
Go
man
ahead.
from Delaware again. I'm gonna come out there and slay you, homie. Stop
Yeah.
disrespecting the Philly cat,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He from Philly. He
I'm
from
about to
Philly.
come and
He
get you,
from Philly.
Fernando. You got one more time to talk that square from Delaware-ish. I'ma come and see you, boy. I'ma come and see you, man.
Hey
I'ma come
man,
and see you,
listen.
Talk
I
to
don't
him,
know
my
Fernando. I'm
whether
bro.
gonna come and see
I'm
you.
gonna say this right here, man.
Hey,
Go ahead, Free.
no, I was gonna say what I saw last night from Bud. He better stay far away from Canelo. He better stay far away from Canelo
Now,
because
hey,
He
let
ain't
you
me
gotta
ask
do
y'all
have
a
all that
question.
skipping,
Let me ask y'all a
D3. He
question,
ain't
all
got
y'all
to
right
worry
quick.
about staying away from
Can y'all answer
Canelo.
something for me?
Canelo ain't fighting that motherfucker, man. Canelo don't need boots for shit. For
Hey,
nothing.
hey,
nah.
Nothing. He
let me
don't
ask
need
y'all a
boots.
question.
After
He don't need Bud for
hey,
nothing, man. For nothing.
Let me ask y'all a question.
no, but
Let me ask y'all a question. Because I
yeah,
be
go ahead.
watching, I was watching the fight and I observe a lot of stuff, man, when I'm watching the fight. And I also listen to what people saying. Dude, now, one thing we know, Canelo got a cast iron chin. But I'm looking at dude and his movement and everything. And Israel, man, listen, man, the man got great footwork and everything. Canelo's not gonna move like that. We know that. The problem that Bud's gonna have in the ring with Canelo, I just don't think, man, if he gets caught for some good shots, I don't see him being able to withstand that. But that guy, man, Israel, man, listen, the guy, man, can fight. I ain't taking nothing from him. Whether Bud lost a step or not, you know what I'm saying? That's to be seen. I got to see him in one more fight before I say, hey, all right, it's time to hang the gloves up. But man, dude can fight. You know what I'm saying? But I still
Yeah.
had Bud
I
winning
like
the
this.
fight. He done a lot of moving around. I had Bud clearly
Yeah.
winning the fight. There was no controversy to me, like some fans trying to say today. I had Bud winning, and I just see people saying Bud lost, or you know how they do. I didn't see him losing that fight last night. I didn't see it.
It could have been. I didn't agree with the real quick, D3. I didn't agree with the unanimous decision because I think it was closer than that. But because that fight was very close, it could. I would have went with a split all majority or even a draw at the least.
But
But
let
I
me ask
didn't
you a
think it was
question though.
unanimous.
Do you think Bud won?
Salute to my brother
It was
Big
very
Three.
close.
I thought
Because if you
I
thought,
thought
yeah,
Bud pulled it out. I thought Bud pulled it out in the last two rounds. I had it a
okay.
draw going into
Did
the 11th round. Going
I
into the
had
11th, I had it a draw.
I scored it. I scored it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I scored it 8-4, 7-5. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I watched a lot of stuff in that fight. Dude done, like I said, he done a lot of movement, but he wasn't really letting his hands go. He was missing his jab. He needed more of a jab in that fight. I think he should have definitely used his jab a lot more. And the reason I said, when we say split decision, a majority or a draw, if you think he won and I think he won, the judge is basically seeing the same thing we seen. That could have been close on that 116, 112 card. It definitely could have been closer. But I definitely believe Bud won. I think the judges felt the same way. Now Eddie Hearn, he's a promoter, you know what I'm saying? So he gonna say what he say, and
I don't give a damn what
Well,
Eddie
let me
said.
say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. Salute to my brother B3 coming to hang out with the brothers. What you doing in the hood, man? Salute to my man
What's
like
up,
that.
B3?
But at the end of the day, man, Bud lost.
Oh,
That was a loss, man.
man, cut it
Bud
out,
did not.
man, cut it out. I'm gonna take your
Hold on,
boxing
let
credentials,
me finish.
man.
Let me finish. I know because I'm black, you ain't gonna let the black man finish. And I'm gonna drop some
Take your
jewels on you.
No, he
Cause you
black
But I
black, you
say
gotta
today.
this.
stop lying.
I say
He
this.
gonna be like, he
Hold
gonna be
on, Crush.
seated.
Hold on, Crush. But the
Go
thing
ahead,
I'll
brother,
say
get
is
it
this.
out.
This is the thing I will say. This is what I will say. Bud did not take the title from the champion. He did not take it from me. All
Well, they
he
both
did.
champions.
Say it again.
They both champions.
No, Bud is not a champion. If you
Bud's
didn't,
been I'm telling you, they both champions.
you
Once
missing
again,
what I'm saying. You missing what I'm
I know
saying,
what you're trying.
CDK.
I know what you're trying to
I'm
say. I'm
saying
just
he
throwing it
wasn't a
out there.
champion. You gotta take the belt from the champion. We don't want to
What you
hear
got
about
to
what
do?
you did last week.
Did
We talking
Bud? Let
about
me ask
what
you
you
a
did
question.
today.
Did
But
Bud land more punches?
let me finish real quick, and I'll let you go. My bad. Let me finish real quick.
Go ahead.
The thing I learned really was that Bud Crawford has really wasted some of the best years of his career fighting once a year. I think it's the last 5 years he's been fighting once a year. He's really wasted a lot of time in his career. I don't know what his finances is like. That might be why, but he sure as heck but not ever asked to fight no monster like Canelo, man. Because Canelo, who
Canelo
Bud said
is
himself
not
is number 3
fighting
pound
him.
for pound, and on his list, which is total crap, we all know Canelo's number 1 pound for pound.
Yeah.
Nah,
So to
Okay.
say you want to
Look,
fight the
like
pound for
Canelo
pound number
said,
one,
Listen, man, we gonna
hold
see
on, let me finish.
Canelo.
I'm almost done, y'all. Let me finish. Yo, boy, I can't get through a monologue. Your boys ain't gonna let me say nothing. The thing
no,
is,
no,
though,
go ahead,
Bud,
BVO, what's up?
the
Yeah.
thing I'm saying is this: when it comes to Bud Crawford, man, the thing that people don't realize is that he's not what he used to be. He's not what he used to be, and the dream won, and they only gave it to the dream because of politics, man. And
Yeah.
that can't happen, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all to tell you what we see in boxing.
Yeah.
That was a criminal. That was a criminal win. He did
Mm-hmm.
not beat the guy. That dude's a champion. Yeah, you say you got 10 fights, whatever. But he was a
Yeah.
champion. You gotta take the belt from the champion. He did not do that. It was at the end of the day, I'll put like this, man. That's one of that judging for that whole night was garbage.
Yeah.
The Jarrell Miller
nah.
win.
I'm a,
Jarrell
I'm
Miller
a,
won that fight. Jamel Miller won that fight, and they
Okay.
stole it
You
from me.
got you got one. You got
And
one,
like my
right?
man, Flunk Master Flex said it all the time, man. They lie. They lie. That's all they do is lie, man. They
Hey,
give up the
free.
And
no.
thank you,
230. Hold
and
on,
Hey,
thank
free.
you,
Yo,
I'm done
Funk
after
yo,
this. I'm
Master
BBO,
done after this.
Flex.
They
Free.
lie. They tell crazy stuff, and at the end of the day, man, Bud Crawford is going to get his, man, because he stole that from that brother
BBO,
last night.
Oh,
He
BBO,
boy,
stole
play.
that one.
BBO. You do realize they don't use the same judges for every fight, right?
You
Right.
missing what I said. I said the judging for the whole night was
Mm.
No,
garbage.
listen.
Well, go ahead, free.
Everybody knows. I am not a Bud Crawford fan,
Me
but
either.
Bud Crawford he beat that man. He
Yeah,
beat
he
him.
did.
Beat him. He pulled it
Simple as
out in the
that.
last 2 rounds.
He
Simple as
pulled it
that.
off.
Hey, I would have been laughing my ass off if Bud lost. But he pulled it out the last 2 rounds. I watched the entire fight. I even went back and watched it again. He
Yeah.
beat him the last 2 rounds. So Bud won that fight. It wasn't no question about it. He won the fight. Now,
Yeah.
if you saw it a little bit closer than that and you saw it a draw, okay, you saw it a draw. But from what I seen, those last 2 rounds, Bud
He took the
outlanded that
championship
man,
round. Yeah, he did.
and he put the pressure on that man. That man had stopped from coming forward to started moving backwards. The entire fight, he was moving forward. Those last 2 rounds, that man started moving backwards.
Yeah.
Bud was almost about to drop him, but what I saw was Bud timing and his punch placement was off. It was
Yeah.
off. It
I
wasn't.
agree with
It
that.
wasn't like we used to seeing Bud where his timing is superb and his punch placement is superb. It was off. But he won that fight. It wasn't no. If you think Mark Maseo beat Gary Russell, there's no question that Bud won that fight.
Right.
I'll say this. I'll say this real quick. Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I want to add
B3.
on. Go ahead,
Let me
CDK.
address
You
my
got it.
brother B3 in the chat. B3, you wrong. The Dream won that fight last night. They stole that from that kid. That was a
Bro,
robbery. And I'm gonna go back
man,
to what my man
BBO,
Flunk Master Flex said it best. They
BBO,
lied. They stole
BBO.
that from that kid.
We've seen robberies, and that wasn't even close to being a robbery. If you want to say,
Hold on.
go
Usually,
ahead.
Yeah,
CDK,
I
you
don't
usually
call
need a
that a robbery.
mask to take a fight like that. You need a mask to do something like
No.
they stole that from that dude. That
Okay.
kid won, man. And
He
if he
won.
didn't win, you could say
He
it was
won.
a draw. And
He
I
won.
picked Crawford.
So you saying that fight was closer than Loma versus Devin?
It wasn't that close, but it was similar.
Huh?
Okay,
Huh?
okay. Devin won. If it wasn't that close, Devin won.
Right.
But
No,
definitely
Devin did
won.
not win. They stole that from Loma. You know that.
You always saying,
No,
I know the one thing
I
about
don't
you.
know nothing.
Every time it's a close fight and the
I
black
don't.
man win, you sure try to take it from him. I
Oh, there you
don't,
go.
man, hey,
Hold
listen.
on.
Boy, you
I
good for
see.
taking something from the black
Hold
man.
on. You say that, but you know what? You know how I know I'm gonna catch you in your BS. You
You can't
said
catch me in no
nothing
BS.
when my
I
favorite
got a
fighter
whole
Jamel
channel on
Charlo
black
got
fighters.
stripped. Hold on.
You
You
can't catch
said
me in no
nothing.
BS.
Hold on, let me say this. You said nothing when they stripped my favorite fighter, Jamel
You a lie.
Charlo,
You
of
a
all
lie.
his belts.
Make a
Y'all
whole
said
video about it.
nothing. Y'all
You a
said
lie. I
nothing
got
about it.
$100 right now saying you telling a lie. You're lying. I got $100 right now to prove my point. I made a whole video about it. You a lie. Sorry. Yeah.
You said
Would you want
what?
to bet?
Hey,
Do you
BB,
want to bet?
I did.
Do you want to
Matter of
bet?
fact, CDK's point. CDK just made an excellent point. How come every time it's a close fight, you have no problem taking the fight from the black man?
Never. He never do. I
That's
would like to
cap.
know that.
That's cap.
It ain't no
But
cap. That's the truth.
when they take it from my favorite
You
fighter,
know,
it's okay. When
Who they take it
Jamel
from?
Charlo, when he got robbed against the Tony Harrison, y'all didn't say nothing.
He
They
he
stole
he
his
got
belt,
he
y'all
got
didn't
beat.
say
Yes, I
nothing.
did. I thought Charlo won that fight, but it was a close fight. But I had Charlo winning. Just keep it real.
first of all, that's black on black. I
Yep.
said when it's
Yep.
a close fight, you have no problem taking the fight from the black man.
Hold
I ain't
on.
talking about black on black. When it was Loma and Devin, Loma got robbed. Now it's Dream versus Bud. Dream got robbed. Dog, no, no. Like I said, everybody know BC will tell you in the chat. He knows I'm not a Bud fan. But Bud won that fight. I'm not gonna sit here and go against what I always believe in and being honest and being straight up with it. That
Yeah.
man won the fight.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
he
You
won
hey,
the
hey,
won.
fight.
BBO, on for real stuff. He won a close fight. He pulled it off for the last 2 rounds because just like D
Yeah.
Free said, he had a draw up until then. He pulled it off for the championship rounds. He did. He landed a lot more. He was the most. That was the most effective round for Bud, and he had
Yeah.
some good rounds. A lot of rounds and swing rounds too. But he put it down. That's the best he looked throughout the entire fight. And I'm not throwing any shots at him, but he made it count.
Yeah.
He made it count, and he showed a little separation. That was good veteranship
Well, I
regardless if
said,
he lost the lowest speed and everything else. But that was good season veteranship. He's more seasoned as a champion. He know what to do in the championship round. So that was good for him. He needed that to get the win. But he won a close fight. I don't have no argument with that. You know what I mean? I don't have no argument. I had to score closer, but I still had Bud winning the fight because he pulled it
Right.
off
salute
in
to
the
my
No,
man
you
championship.
Dream.
no, there's a lot of other things that you could criticize Bud about in that fight. You ain't gotta sit here and cap about the man losing the fight. You ain't gotta
Right.
cap about that. The man won the
Right.
fight. You could
Right. They gonna
you could criticize the man about other things in that fight because
I hear
we
that,
looked at
Naeem.
Bud as a superior fighter compared to this dude. This dude only had 11 fights. Bud
right.
was supposed to show that separation in that fight. So
Yeah.
one or two things happened in that fight. Either that dude was better than what a lot of people thought,
Right.
or Bud is starting to show his age.
1 to 2.
One of the
1
two
to
happened.
2.
Hey,
Hey.
it could be a
Well, when
combination
the
of
last
both,
time you
though.
seen Bud in the ring? The last time you seen Bud in the ring, he went
Was it
against
good?
almost what they would call back in the day a one-eyed Willie and Errol Spence, because Errol Spence has been damaged goods for a while. So he beat up Errol Spence, which a lot of us,
Okay.
including myself, thought he would win. That Errol would win. And then he go on here and really wet the bed. You supposed to destroy a dude with 10 fights.
Why?
And he
Why
didn't.
dude can't is dude better? Like I agree with Free. Either dude better than what we thought, and I think that's really what I'm leaning towards. I think dude's a lot better than we thought. And Earl Spence may have been damn as good, but he was damn as good when he fought what's his name? You guys Danny Garcia. He was damn as good then. You know what I'm saying? But he won those fights. So I'm not gonna make any excuse for Earl Smith, and I'm an Earl Smith fan. I lost money on that fight. You know what I'm saying? I picked Earl to beat Bud Crawford. I ain't sitting here and lie.
Take it out, CDK.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no capping because they say they gonna start taking people to jail for capping. I just heard that new law from the past. You know what I'm saying? They catch you capping, they take you to jail. So BVO, you better be real careful because they might send a warrant to your house.
Here you go. Well, you know, that is the most crazy thing I ever heard to say you want to send a
No, they
black
say they
man
gonna send.
somewhere.
No, they got a warrant, man. They got a warrant for your arrest.
But I'll say this. All I'll tell you is this. This is what I'll tell you, CDK. Please, when those people ask you to write another statement, tell them that you didn't mean none of it.
No,
Tell them that
I'm
you
gonna
meant
tell
of
them.
it.
I just wrote a statement. It said BVO is a known capper. He don't like black fighters. He
Cap.
always against the black fighter, and he keep on trying to use Jamel Charlo as his favorite fighter, but it's really Canelo and Teofimo. They want you. They looking for you,
Can I ask you
BVO.
a question? Hold on. Let me ask a question because I'm a debt there. Salute to my brother being in boxing. Salute, dog. Appreciate you coming through. But let me ask you this, Free. When Deontay Wilder was getting beat to death by Zhilei Zhang, had you ever seen me more upset about a fight?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
Hey, I seen him upset. He was crying. See, Free, you didn't get the phone call. He called me crying, Free when Teofimo lost. I ain't want to tell
Okay.
nobody about this, but the man called me and he was crying, man. He started crying.
I wasn't even on YouTube then.
Oh, I mean,
But am I wrong?
hey,
Am I wrong? Am I
I'm just
wrong?
playing about this. I'm just playing, BVO. I'm just playing, y'all.
Hey,
I'm
Crush.
just playing.
Yo,
Can
you
you
know
admit
what?
that as well? You never
That's the
seen me
most.
upset about a fighter
That's
until you seen Wilder lose
No,
like that.
you
hey.
was upset. You was
yeah,
upset.
yeah,
I
you
agree.
know that.
I agree with you. See,
Yeah,
I ain't you. I ain't gonna do no capping.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I was so surprised how upset you was. I had to tell other people about it. I was like, no,
Yeah,
BBO
what's
was
going on?
really mad
yeah,
that
BBO
Deontay
was
Wilder
really
got knocked
upset
out.
about that. I
Yeah,
never
yeah, he
seen
was.
BBO like that.
But I think that was more. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what that was about right there because he shocked me with that one. Now he shocked me. He shocked me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell no lie. But you
Hey,
still like, hey, BBO,
I was hurt
you
about
still like
Wilder, man.
butter,
Hey, be about it,
you
What's so
still
funny?
like
baby.
buttermilk biscuits.
You know what's so funny about Wilder, man?
What's that?
When I was sick about it, that brother Free kept rubbing it in like, well, he had a good career.
No, no, I be trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't want to listen. I try to tell. I said, dog, I believe Deontay Wilder is done. I said he was done. I
Yeah,
said he might
yeah.
have a chance to land a big shot, but I believe he's done.
He
I
done.
wasn't lying about it. I believe the man was done.
Yeah, he
And he
done.
just proved my point when he got knocked out by Big Bang Zane.
Hey,
No,
free
the
y'all. Let me ask
Deontay
y'all a
Wilder,
question.
I ain't never seen Deontay Wilder. I ain't never seen Deontay Wilder going against like that. When I saw that, I said Deontay Wilder is done. He need to hang him up now.
He
He
pulled
need
Yeah,
one
to
up. Which
take
way did he
another fight.
go? Which way did he go? Deontay Wilder got hit. Holla, which way did he go? Man, I ain't hurt my feelings. But hey, what on a serious note, what do y'all think about Big Baby Jared Anderson and a Joe Joyce fight? Do y'all think there would be a fight that he should get in? He should take.
To be honest with you, I think
Uh,
Big Baby Anderson, I'm gonna tell you something real that I seen.
no,
Yeah,
When I seen Uncle Bob in the back trying to console him and tell him, we'll bring you back, son. We'll bring you back. Don't worry, we'll bring you back. I honestly say this, and I mean this. I think Big Baby Anderson is done with boxing.
okay,
Um, and the reason I say
I
that
mean,
is because, hold on, let me finish real quick. I think the reason I say that is because you don't act like that after a loss, man. The way he acted so dejected after a loss, man. I mean, you can tell he really boxing is not in him. It's just something he doing to pay his bills, man. And there's
I don't
nothing
know.
yeah,
wrong with that. It
His
really
post
showed a lot.
conference, he said differently. I mean, he said he realized he made some mistakes in there, and
okay,
he gotta correct some things.
No, I'm talking about
So
him in the
I don't.
locker room with Uncle Bob.
No, I'm talking about in the post conference. He said I made some mistakes in there, and I
Yeah,
gotta correct some things. I don't. When you say stuff like that, you're not done. He
yeah,
said I gotta correct some things. He's not done yet. But if he take another bad loss like that, he might be done.
right.
But with somebody like Joe Joyce, it's not going to get him no better. Joe Joyce is slow. Yeah, he's a big puncher, but he's slow. He's not
Yeah,
gonna. It's not gonna get Big Baby no better. He needs
right.
to get somebody. He needs somebody like a Joseph Parker, somebody like a uh uh Daniel Dubois. He
Yeah.
needs
Nah.
somebody like that.
Hey, he better stay away from. Nah, he. I don't think I wouldn't want to see him in there with Daniel Jackson. But what I'm saying, free. I'm talking about a confidence builder fight again. You know, get your confidence
No,
back type of fight.
actually, I think Big Baby can beat Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is a big puncher, but he don't have defense like that. I think Big Baby can take away that confidence from Dubois, because Dubois, when he feeds off of confidence. If he's confident in that fight, he's going to be a good fighter. But if you take that confidence from him, he's done. He's done.
So
I think because of Big Baby Anderson boxing ability
yeah,
and the angles that he throw his punches from and the combination that he throw, he can frustrate Dubois and make him lose confidence in that fight. The
I
same
think.
way that Usyk did.
Yeah,
The same way Usyk did. Usyk
I
made him
think
lose
Daniel
confidence
beats
in
him
that
within
fight.
8.
Yeah, I
He
don't have
can
any
beat
faith
him.
in Jared Anderson, bro.
He has a chance of beating him. I don't know if he will beat him. He has
Yeah,
a chance because he's a big puncher. But if Big Baby can use his boxing ability and frustrate Dubois, he can outbox him easy. He can
yeah.
outbox him easy.
Daniel Boyd
That's
knocks him out.
that.
Hey,
I
this
think
the
so
thing
That's
y'all
too.
missing,
I
man.
think so
This the
too.
thing
I
y'all
think.
missing.
I think
but,
so.
but what I'm saying
Daniel
is
Dubois is about to
that
knock Anthony Joshua out.
Right.
no, he not.
He about to
No,
knock
he
him
not.
out cold.
No, he not. I think Daniel Dubois goes to sleep against Anthony Joshua. But
Mm,
see, like the reason
That's a
why I
tough
say
one there,
I,
Free. That's
the
tough.
reason why I say
yeah,
I'm telling y'all Dubois is going to go to sleep. He's going to go to sleep
man.
in 7 rounds. He's going to go to
I
sleep in
like
7.
Daniel, man. I like
Daniel
Daniel.
Dubois been on fire lately,
No,
CDK.
For
I'm gonna tell you the
real.
problem with Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is a good fighter. He's a good fighter. He got good power. The problem with Daniel Dubois is he has a very low ring IQ. His ring IQ is very low,
Yeah.
Hey,
and
free. You calling that
his
man dumb
defense is like
almost?
Hey,
that. In the boxing ring, he is dumb. He feeds
hey,
he feeds he feeds off of confidence. If he
hey,
if he can land a few shots, that builds his confidence. If
hey,
he's
free.
if he's missing and his defense is lacking, his
Yeah.
confidence go down. His ring IQ is already low.
Let me ask you a question. You think he beats Martin? Daniel?
Hell no.
I
Hell
believe.
what?
no.
He just beat Herkovich. You out
I
of your
believe he
mind?
does. I believe he does.
No.
He beat
He goes
Herkovich
to sleep.
easy. We
I
never
He
believe
we
he
goes
never
does.
seen Herkovich get beat that easy.
he
I
go
mean, he beat Herkovich
no,
easy.
CDK. I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you why I say hell no.
yeah.
Martin Bacoli was the same dude that knocked him out in sparring when he was getting ready for Usyk. That was the nigga that knocked him out in
Who got
Is
sparring.
that
knocked
true?
out
But
in
is that
sparring?
true though? Is that true?
I don't know
What?
if that. I heard that story, so I don't know
Yeah,
Wait,
I
you
heard the
said
All
story.
Free. You said who got
you
knocked
gotta
out
do,
in sparring?
all you gotta go do is ask. Go look it up. He knocked out Daniel Dubois
No,
in
no,
sparring
I
when he was
heard
getting
it.
ready to.
I heard it. But I'm saying, they got film and everything. Like they saying it's not true. Some people saying it's true. So I'm saying, I think he has
No,
the power to make Martin respect him. The power that Big Baby don't have. He has that power.
no, he knocked him out. It ain't false. I heard from people that was in the gym, and I heard from trainers that was in the gym. He knocked him out.
Who
He
you
knocked
saying
him
get
out.
knocked? Who got knocked out, Free?
Daniel Dubois got knocked out by Martin Bacoli in sparring when he was getting ready for Usyk.
Oh,
He
what?
got
George
knocked out by
Foreman?
Yeah.
George Foreman. He got knocked out by young George Foreman.
Oh, snap. I mean, Daniel
Man.
Dubois chin, like when he get cracked a good time, he go down. But I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, AJ, this is gonna be tough. It's 50-50 right here because he can easily stop AJ himself.
I agree.
No, I'm telling you,
Hey, the
AJ is
hate
going to
is
stop
real,
him in
man.
7.
The
He's
hate
going to
is
stop him
real.
in 7. I'm telling you. AJ
I ain't
gonna
saying
stop him in
AJ
7.
won't win. I ain't saying AJ won't win, but I think Daniel has a real shot of beating him.
He got a
Yeah.
shot at beating him. Yes, he does, because he got a big punch. He got a shot at beating him, but I'm
And
telling you, he's
AJ don't
never gonna
take big
land that.
punches well, Free.
No, he don't.
He's
Let me
but
ask
he's
y'all
not
this. Let me ask y'all this real
he's
quick.
not gonna land a big punch. He's not gonna land a big punch. That's what I'm trying to
At
tell y'all. He's
all?
not gonna land it. No, he's
Jo-
not gonna land that big
Joshua
punch.
defense is a little shaky himself.
Hmm.
This is what I
As
say
of
that's
when?
so crazy, man. The fact that they don't, the fact that Terrence Crawford became a 4 division champion. You know what I'll say. We as boxing fans have not celebrated Adrian Bronner enough because he's been done that.
Whoa.
He's been done that. I mean,
Well,
B,
why?
B,
let me finish real quick.
BBL.
Let me finish. I just think it's crazy how if people like you or care about you, all of a sudden you do something great. But Adrian Bronner, he's done that years ago, and he's the youngest 4 division champion in boxing history.
BBL.
We've been doing this boxing thing for almost 200 years. So the thing that
BBL.
Right.
gets me is they don't want to give Adrian Bronner credit, but they want to give Bud credit. So give my Ohio
BBL.
player some credit, man. He been done this, man. That's what we do,
BBL.
man. He been did
BBL.
this.
How long have you been on? How long have you been on YouTube?
15 months.
Okay, so you cannot say we don't give Adrian Bona enough credit because
Right.
people was riding Adrian Bona coattail like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
They was
Yeah.
riding his coattail like a mug. They was calling him the baby Floyd. They was calling him. No,
Yeah.
at one time they were saying he's the best pay-per-view star outside of Floyd. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
He probably was
They,
too.
they was riding Adrian Bona hard.
I agree. I
Adrian
agree.
Bona, he does like I said many times before. It's something about the water of Ohio. Them boys' heads not on straight.
Yeah.
Their heads not on straight.
We know. Look at
I don't
BVO.
know what it is. I don't know what it is. We have some providence when it comes to the Mason brothers, but outside of them, I don't trust nobody from Cleveland because when I see them get a little bit of success and they start showing that they're bigger than what they really are, I know
Yeah.
it's about to be it's going to be a hard
No.
fall.
Hey,
It's going to
hey,
be a
free.
hard fall.
They drinking that Deer Park water. I'm telling you what it is. Exactly what did
They
that
got
Deer.
they ain't got Deer Park water. They got purified water.
Man.
That's crazy.
What fight?
BBL
Hold it.
heard me say this. I said I don't know
We're not
about.
gonna get away from this today. We're not gonna get away from this. We are not gonna get away from this. Let's talk about Dave Morrell and his fight. Let's talk about
Yeah,
him.
that wasn't no fight, man. That was another sparring session.
Yeah, that's what it
I
was.
think
I
David
agree.
Morrell. I think David Morrell did good. I think he did
I
good
ain't
for
saying
his
he didn't
first
do
fight
good.
at 75.
I think, but I still think now I see some things like I've been saying that he needs to work on. He's still young, and that's what I'm talking about rushing people, like we talking about Jerry Big Baby Anderson. That's all I'm saying. That's all I've been saying the whole time about him.
Yeah, I mean, the guy didn't want to engage. He stayed away from Morrell. He stayed away
But
from Morrell damn near the whole
Yeah,
fight.
he,
he made
He
it
did not
really
want
hard
to
for
engage
yeah,
Morrell
at
to
all.
he
win.
did.
And
He
and,
He
made it
did.
really
and
hard
I
for him
heard
to look
somebody
good.
say, I heard somebody say today. They said, "Oh, I don't want to see David Morrell with David Benavidez because he ain't look that good." Dog, did y'all see the David Benavidez fight at 175?
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
first time I ever
but
seen
hey,
David
we not
Benavidez
gonna lie
gas
though.
out.
Hey,
I
we
said,
not gonna lie though.
that man
They've been a
gassed out.
V fought a much better opponent too though. I'm gonna keep it
Yeah, he
real
did.
now.
Way
He
No,
fought a
better.
much better opponent.
I'm not talking. I'm not talking about the opponent. I'm talking about the fact that David Benavidez gassed out in the fight.
Yeah,
That man got tired.
Hold on. D for the win, man. Hit me up, champ. What you doing, Slim? Hit me up. D for the win. Hit me up, man.
hey, let me ask y'all a question.
That
Me and
man,
D for the win got hold
that
on.
man gassed out.
Me and D for the win got a big show coming up. I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out when we gonna get it together. But D for the win, I don't know if he don't like brothers or what, but he not looking out for the black man.
There go BBO. Hey, BBO, let me ask y'all a question. All y'all about Dave Morrell. Do you think that's one thing he need to work on, learn how to cut off the ring better for situations like that?
Yeah, you could tell he the
No,
experience
he.
factor.
I
Roddy
mean,
Shields is letting him run wild, bro.
He
let him run
lacks
wild.
ring
No,
experience, but to cut the
I'm
ring off, that
gonna
guy
say
was
like
making
this.
it real
He
complicated for David Morrell.
Yeah.
he was cutting the ring off, but I mean he can work on it much better. But he
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
cutting the ring off. It's just the guy wasn't engaging. He was looking like either Shakur Stevenson or De Los Santos. He wasn't trying to engage. He would just throw the jab out there. He wasn't trying to throw that right hand. He was just throwing the jab out there.
He was flicking it
And
out.
David Morrell kept putting the guards up like, come on, hit me. He wanted him to hit him so he can let go because the dude wasn't engaging
At all,
So
Free. He was. I
it,
mean, the guy was
I
flinging
put
his
like
jabs
when
and did
this,
nothing.
man. This is the thing I'll say, man.
Shout out to
Ronnie
Josh Sanders.
Shields, Mr. Control Freak, is on autopilot with this dude. He ain't making this dude do nothing.
Yeah.
When have you ever seen a Ronnie Shields fighter struggle with cutting the ring off? Never.
Right.
Ronnie
Right.
Shields is not
he
doing
didn't
his freaking
struggle.
job.
He did not struggle cutting the ring off. Y'all got to go
It
back
look
and watch the fight.
it looked
He
like
didn't
it, Free.
struggle in cutting the ring
It
off.
looked like it.
No,
Free.
what you saw was him cut the ring off, and the guy would back up to the ropes. And then
I'm
when Morrell went to engage, the guy will hold him. The guy was holding him whenever Morrell got close and started engaging. He will hold him.
But what I'm
gonna say
saying is,
this too,
why is
though.
Ronnie
That he
Shields letting him fight on autopilot? Is what I'm saying. For you missing what I'm saying, they letting him fight on autopilot.
I mean, it's nothing to tell him. The dude wasn't doing anything. It wasn't nothing to tell him. The dude wasn't doing anything. He wasn't trying to fight. He was trying to survive. When you got
he
a
wasn't
guy in
really
there
trying to
that's
do
trying
nothing,
to
man.
survive, when you got a guy in there that's trying to survive, there's not really much you can do.
Right.
He's trying to survive. There's not really much you can do. Is another thing if the guy was actually wasn't fighting back, but he was just throwing shots. He was just throwing shots a little bit, and then he was trying to find his first
Free, you breaking up, D Free.
way to get out.
Hey, Free, you breaking up real
You're
bad.
breaking up pretty bad, bro. Shout out Josh Sanders. He said old buddy wanted no parts of Morrell once he felt Morrell's power. He was trying to survive too. Yeah, he was making it real complicated. He ain't want zero engagement with David Morrell.
Hear me now?
Yeah. Hey, but listen,
Hey,
y'all right.
salute to
All of y'all are
hold
right.
on. Salute to my brother Bishop Tuck in the chat. The Bishop, man, all the way, man, from Canton, man. Salute to my man Bishop Tuck.
Yeah,
He
you're
said-
right about that.
he
Tuck.
said
I don't want to
Canelo will
see.
beat-
I don't want to hear nothing else about Terrence Crawford and Canelo. Nothing
No,
else.
I've been saying it for a while now,
Hold
and
on. He
BBO
said, in the
did.
words of BVO, Canelo will get beat to death. But
BBO and Prize are the only ones said if they want to fight, go ahead and let them fight. I said it's not going to be entertaining at all.
It's not.
going to be.
I didn't know
be
Bud. I
entertaining
didn't
at
know
all.
Bud had regressed this bad. That's what it is. I didn't know he
I'm
had
not gonna.
regressed this
No,
bad.
hey, BBO. I'm not gonna say that. I think that guy was a good fighter last night, and I still think Canelo killed him. I don't think. I don't care how good Bud was. I never seen him beating Canelo. I didn't
He
see
was
it.
too big, man. He
Yeah.
didn't look. Junior middleweight looked a lot different for Terrence Crawford. So we're gonna have to see
Right.
some dogs up there.
That's what I've been trying to say. This man going from 47 to 68. You think he's going to get in there and beat a Bud that y'all saw at 47? No, he's not.
He's not.
Canelo is a fighter that has fought at 75 twice. So he already packs on more weight than Bud. He's going to be much bigger than Bud. And that's another thing that I saw too. Dude was pushing Bud around in that ring.
Yeah.
He was pushing Bud around in that ring.
Hey, if you ever want to see a dead body, let them make that fight. Man, I don't want to see that fight.
Hey, you sick? That boy CDK sick. But I'll say this, man. I'll say this. We learned a lot. We learned a lot about boxing last night. We found out that Bud Crawford is not the truth at 54. We learned that when Arm Man Charlo come back, he gonna dominate at 54. There ain't nobody that can beat him. There's nobody at 54 that can beat Jamel Arm Man Charlo. There's nobody. And the sad thing is this, man. I gotta start to Ohio, man. They did my boy Big Baby greasy last night, man. And I gotta play Free's favorite drop, man. Let me see if I can find it.
Both big babies, both of them.
What I'd say is this, Murder. It's us Ohio boys. You know how we get, you know how some Ohio niggas get down, nigga. Ohio nigga, double O. What's up, yo? Columbus, Akron, Cleveland, Springfield, Dayton, Youngstown. What's up, y'all? Cincinnati too. I forget about you. You know I love y'all niggas.
They did not do Big Baby Greasy.
Well, I'm talking about
They
Reed
didn't.
and Big Baby. Definitely got. Man, he
They
won that
didn't.
fight.
They didn't do Big Baby Anderson Greasy. Y'all keep saying. I mean, BVO keeps saying they did him greasy. No, they didn't. Big Baby Anderson did himself greasy. Ain't nobody make him sign that contract. Ain't
No,
nobody make
like
him
I
get in the
said,
ring.
free. Like I said, as being a man, I know you know you gonna. I would have signed it too. I just think that as being his, what you want to call it, I'm the one that's guiding his career. It's my job to know when and when he's not ready. That's my job. That's what you pay me for. You know what I'm saying? That's what I promote for. So if we keeping it real, that's Bob Erm and his team's job. They know what
No,
they know what
no,
they want.
that's not Bob Arm's job.
Oh, so
That's not
It
Bob
definitely,
Arm's
basically,
job.
hold on. You
it
That's
saying,
not.
definitely, it
hold
definitely
on. So
No,
is.
basically,
It
what you
definitely
no,
is.
saying
it's not.
is
No,
that
it's
you
not.
blaming Jay Prince.
That's
Jay
that's
Prince,
So
that.
it's Jay Prince's
no.
That's
fault.
his team's job. That's not
Well,
Bob Arm's job.
okay,
Bob
but
Arm's
listen
job
though.
is to make the fight.
No,
His
listen.
job is to make the fight.
Free. If you're making me money, I'm not gonna take a chance of you losing me money or me not being able to get paid off of you again. So I'm watching everything. I'm just saying, if I was the promoter, I feel like it's part of my job to know when you're ready and when you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching just like your team is watching. I'm part of the team. So why would I not say, hey, now he's not ready for that fight? Maybe he tell the coach or trainer, I don't think he's ready for that fight. You sure y'all want to do this? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, because this guy's putting money in your pocket. It's gonna always be like when somebody put money in your
No,
pocket.
I keep trying to tell y'all. Nobody knows who Bacoli is. Those promoters ain't watching no Bacoli fights.
You
They
don't think
looking at
Bob
him.
Earl? You don't think Bob
No,
Earl knew who he was?
no.
Man, I can't believe that.
I
No,
can't believe
Bob
that either,
Ram.
man.
No, I
No,
can't believe that.
Bob Ram is not. Bob Ram only watching fighters that he wants to sign. Fighters that's coming out of the Olympics. He's not watching these fighters that's on other promotional
I can't.
companies. He
I,
had
His
he had
I can't.
the
matchmakers are.
I can't agree with that.
listen,
Free. I can't agree with
listen,
that.
listen.
I'm
He
listening.
has matchmakers that watch those guys. He has
Okay,
matchmakers that do
same
that.
thing. Same
But
thing. Yeah, they don't
Bob
know who
doesn't
he is.
do. No, listen what I'm saying. Bob, you saying Bob don't know Bob don't know
Free
those
being
fighters like
technical,
that.
man. Free being
No,
technical. That's
I'm
all.
being honest. I'm being
Yeah,
honest. There's a
BBO.
difference in being technical and being honest. Bob don't watch those fighters. Bob is 90 something years old.
You being
Bob
honest and
pays
giving an
people to do
opinion.
that.
I'm being
He
honest and
pays
giving an
people to do
opinion.
that.
They know that we're not the only ones that knew about dude. We're not the only
No,
ones, Free.
No, we
no,
not.
I'm not.
We
I'm
not.
not saying we are. But what I'm saying is, Bob Arm's job is to make the fight. He's a promoter.
Okay.
He goes out and make fights. It's the
Okay, let me put it this
matchmakers
way. Free.
that say, okay, he's ready for this fight or not. He's not ready.
Free.
That's
So
what. That's what.
you've never heard a promoter say that guy's not ready. Because I've heard a promoter say it many times.
I never hear Bob say he's not ready.
No, I'm saying promoters, period. Because what we're
Yes,
saying is,
but no, listen. Y'all getting Bob mixed up with other promoters.
no, I'm not.
Bob has a team of matchmakers. We already said Top Ring got the best matchmakers in the world. He has a
Yeah,
team of
he does.
matchmakers.
Let me
They
ask
go
everybody on here. Everybody on here
dog.
to think that a
They go
promoter
out. They go
don't
out
pay
and
attention.
make the matchmakers go out and find fights for their fighters.
I
That's
agree with
what.
all that. But do you think the matchmakers are coming back telling Bob what they see?
Yes, they tell them what they
Okay,
see.
hold on. Okay, so here we go. So if they're telling me, man, this guy's a killer, this, and that, and I know my fighter's not ready, what should I do?
They might
Hold
not
on,
see him as
that ain't my
they might
question,
not see
Free.
him as a killer. They might
Man,
not see him as a killer.
how didn't it? Before the guy got in the ring, everybody was saying it was a 50-50 fight. Everybody out here talk about the fight, said it was 50-50 and dude had a good shot of
We
winning. So I'm talking
we
about
we
everybody.
we said it was a 50-50 fight. But
I'm
if you
talking about I was on different channels and just listening to people talk, and everybody knew about this
when I
guy.
what I said when I say we, I'm talking about YouTubers. I'm talking about
Oh,
people that's on
so
YouTube.
You telling me
We
the
said it. We
YouTube,
said it was. Listen,
the
listen,
YouTube is no
listen,
more about boxing than the actual people that's right there
listen,
handling the
listen
fight.
listen what I'm listen what I'm saying. You
I'm
keep cutting me
listening.
off, and you're
No,
not. You're
I'm
cutting me
listening.
off. You're not
I'm,
listening. You're talking.
yeah, I'm
What I'm
listening.
saying, what I'm saying is, we said it was a 50-50 fight. But if they seeing him sparring, they not watching how he really is. They watching him sparring.
So you
We,
saying
Yeah,
we
Free, you being technical,
they
man.
seen
You
him knock
being
out?
technical, man.
They
You
seen
know
him
what I'm
knock
no,
out
saying.
Daniel
I'm
Dubois
not
and
gonna
sparring,
say,
right?
I'm not gonna speak for somebody and say that, hey, yeah, he knows he a killer. They might not
Hold
know he
on,
a killer like that.
but you're speaking for somebody now and saying that they don't know that they're
I
not
said,
watching.
they might not know. Is what I said. They might not know that he's a killer. That's what I
Okay,
said. Or they
how
might
they
not see
find
him
out?
as the.
Hey, Free,
They might.
who did you talk to about him knocking out Daniel Dubois and Spawn?
Who
Who
did
knew
I
that?
talk to?
Yeah, who knew that?
I talked to other trainers.
So they knew then. You straight up? Yeah,
I
yeah.
talked
So
to
they
other
knew.
trainers.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? People knew.
Yeah, a
Dog,
lot of people was saying that the guy. I never heard of the guy, but people were saying that he's gonna be tough, and I was just like looking past the guy until he got in the ring.
Yeah,
I started seeing him fight like an
Free, I ain't
old school
disagreeing
George
with you. I'm
Foreman.
just saying I feel
I,
like
I I still don't say that top rank did him bad.
no, I
That's
ain't saying they done him bad. I ain't saying they done him bad, Free. I'm
that's
definitely
it.
not saying that. He signed the contract. I'm just saying that I feel like they you know what I'm saying, done a speed job for money. Now that's what I've been saying. I feel like they took the fight too soon, 15 fights, but Turkey Al-Sheikh offered a lot of money. That's what I'm saying now. I ain't gonna say they done him bad. I'm saying I
Okay.
think they, you see what I'm saying?
Okay, let's play devil's advocate. Nobody ever saw Bacoli. You just know he's 20-1, because Prize always say this all the time. Who has he fought? You never seen him fight. He's only
I,
20-1, but he got 15 knockouts, but you never seen him fight. And they put him in there and he knocked Big Baby Anderson out. You think
hey,
they did him bad? They shouldn't have put him in there with him?
I'm not saying that. Once again, though, listen what I'm saying. We know a lot of fighters make names in sparring. People know who is who in the boxing community when they in them gyms. You know what you're looking at when you're in them gyms. You get a good picture or a good view and say, hey man, that guy right there, man, hey, he different. If he knocked out Daniel Dubois like you're saying and other people are saying, that right there lets me know, you know what I'm saying, what this dude is made of. That's enough for me to know, hey, there's not gonna be no walk in the park. We got our hands full.
He beat Tony Yoka, and they still put him in the fight.
Yeah, I'm free, but I'm saying I'm talking about Jared Anderson being 15-0 and then moving them fast. I feel like regardless of whatever anybody say, I feel like they moved the man too fast.
No, the man was only 20-1. It wasn't like he had a
I'm talking,
bunch of fights.
no, 20-1. How old is the guy?
I think the guy was like 31, maybe.
He's older. He's a man. You understand what I'm saying? Jared Anderson, a young man, 15 fights. I've been saying I didn't think he was ready. BVO will tell you that. I've been saying I've seen holes in his game.
Let me see
I'm
how
just
old
saying.
Bacoli is. Let me see how old Bacoli is.
I thought
Yeah,
he
let
said
me
he
know
was
how old he is.
32. I thought he was 32.
Okay.
I'm about to look it up. I'm about
Let
to
me
look
know
it
how
up
old
right
he
now.
is. Because he's a grown man. Grown
Yeah,
man,
he's
grown man.
and that mug was
I
rumbling like
mean,
an old school Nike Foreman, dog.
Anderson a grown ass man too. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
everybody
saying, but he's a
flying
young
out.
man still. He's a young man
No,
learning.
I don't want to hear none of that, because niggas was sitting there
Why
talking
not?
about
Why you don't want to hear
Anderson.
the truth? I
No,
mean, you saying something
listen,
you don't want to
listen.
hear.
If you let me finish
But
saying what I'm saying, you understand. If you let me finish saying what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. I said I don't want to hear that he was a young man, because people were sitting there saying Big Baby Anderson beats everybody in heavyweight. They
oh,
was
well,
saying he beat all the
no,
top guys. So I
saying
don't
that.
I don't want to hear that he's a young
Hey,
man now. All of a sudden
free,
he get beat, now he a young man.
free. I've been saying it. Man. How many times BBO I said that dude ain't ready? Oh, he ain't the good. Man, go back and check my video. I've been saying this about this guy.
Yeah, but everybody else wasn't saying it, and neither was his team saying it.
Yeah, they learned. They learned last night. They learned a valuable lesson. And now with him, I don't know how he jumped back from
Yeah,
this.
he
Cause I was
32. Bacoli
32.
32. Yeah.
Okay. How old is Big Baby? About 26, somewhere around there, or younger?
Big Baby is hold on. Big Baby is Big Baby's 24.
See, okay, so he's younger than I thought.
But I mean, dog, you can't go off the age and all that because
I'm
we
going
just
off
seen
experience
daggone.
and like I'm going off of what I seen
And,
and what I thought of what's gonna happen.
oh,
It's just not about the
okay,
age. I'm just saying 15 fights in, I didn't believe he was ready. Now that's
okay.
just my personal humble opinion. I didn't think he was ready.
No, I'm just saying. I'm no. We see young fighters fight veterans all the time.
Yeah,
We see
and
them
there
fight veterans all the time.
and some are and free, some are ready and some ain't. He wasn't ready.
But what I'm saying is, you said he wasn't ready, but his team said he was.
Well, the fight said he wasn't ready. We seen what happened. I ain't just had to say it. It got proved.
No, I understand that. I'm talking about prior to the fight. His
Yeah,
team
I've been
believed that
saying
he
he
was
wasn't
ready.
ready. Yeah, I was
They
saying
they
prior to the fight he wasn't ready. And
remember after he fought Charles Martin and he beat Charles Martin. What was the first thing that came out of his mouth? I want the top guys. I want the
yeah,
top guys.
somebody should have pulled him to the side and told him be quiet. You
They
ain't
all
ready.
they was all saying that he's ready for the top guys.
And
His
Charles
fans were saying
Martin,
it. He was saying
hey,
it. His team was saying it. They all were saying it.
Charles
So
Martin rocked him.
you can't. Yeah, he did
That's
rock him.
that's the
He
fight
did
that I
rock him.
seen. That fight right there is when I knew he wasn't ready. To be honest with you, that's when I said he had holes in his game. I said, man, he's not ready. He ain't ready. He's not ready yet. He need work.
But like I said, every all his fans were saying he beats all those top guys. Usyk ain't got nothing for him. He
Man,
he already he already beat up Tyson Fury in sparring. These guys ain't got nothing for him.
yeah.
He too
I ain't
quick.
disagreeing with you. They probably were saying, but free,
So you
you
can't
look at
you can't
boxing
say
a
you
little
can't
different
say that
than they
you
do,
can't
and I
say
know
that
we
they
all
set him
do.
up. No,
No, I'm
I'm
not
talking
saying
about
they set him
BBO.
up.
I'm talking
Okay,
about
yeah,
BBO. BBO, you can't. They can't say that he got set up when that's what they was calling for. They was calling for that. They was calling for, and this wasn't even one of the top guys.
yeah.
This wasn't even one of the top guys. But that's what they was calling for. So I don't look at it as him being set up. He got in there with another test, and he didn't pass.
Let
That
me
was
ask
a
you a question,
step up
Bree.
fight,
Where would
That's
you
pretty
rank
much
Martin at?
that
Would
pretty
you
much
put
sums it up,
Martin?
D Free.
huh?
Hey,
I said
would you
that pretty
put?
much sums it up. You're right. That I mean, he got in there with and he took a test and he failed it. He didn't
Yeah,
do
he failed.
and
But
like CDK said, we saw what happened in that Charles Martin fight. Charles Martin had another round or two. He probably could have made something happen.
yep,
But
I
you know,
agree. Hey, free. Let me ask y'all all this. Where would y'all put Martin at? Would you put him in the top 10 now? On the real, what would you put? Would you rank him in the top 10 of the heavyweights after seeing him last night?
I would have to see him versus a top 10 heavyweight before I could
Yeah,
say he's ranked
right.
in the top 10 because he fought somebody who wasn't ranked in the top 10.
Yeah.
So I would have to see him fight a top 10 to see how he does to say, okay, yeah, he's a top 10 heavyweight.
What was Big
yeah,
Baby
I'm with
like
you on that, Free. I need to see more. I do like he did make
Um,
a he did
Big
make a
Baby is
fan out of
ranked
me.
at the heavyweight. Big Baby is ranked. Hold up, I'm about to tell you right now.
Yeah, let me know.
He definitely made a fan out of me
I
last
thought
night.
he,
I
I
was liking
thought he
his
was
old
close to
school
the top
style.
10. Boy, I could be wrong. I thought he was around top 10. And one and
Oh
one of the
no. Yeah, you gotta put him in the top 10 because they had Big Baby at number 7.
well, I thought so. Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
so.
yeah, you
There you
gotta put
go.
him in the top 10 now. Yeah, so yeah, you gotta put McCauley in the top 10
I'm
because
okay with that too, D Free.
he beat a number 7 fighter. So yeah, you gotta put him in the top 10.
And I'm all right that he's in the top
And
10.
that's another thing. They got him ranked in the top 10 of the heavyweights. You
Yeah.
can't say that he
But
wasn't ready for
but
that
free.
fight.
That's what I'm saying. All of that to me is people trying to, speed his career up. Now I know what you're saying. You're dead right. You're dead right. I'm just saying the way I'm looking at it and the way I've been looking at it, I didn't see top 10 in him. I just feel like he wasn't ready.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. Daniel Dubois, he got a similar record to Bacoli. Daniel Dubois is 21-2.
Yeah,
Bacoli is 21-1.
yeah. Dan
And
Duval,
Yeah,
Dan Duval was ready.
yeah,
I
I'm
like
trying to see who the
I like
fighters
the
did
guy.
Daniel Dubois lose to. I'm about to see who he lost to.
He lost to Usyk and Joe Joyce.
Yeah.
Oh, JoJo. Yeah, yeah. I don't think Daniel Dubois is ready for no Bacoli, dog. I don't
How
think
you
he's
say
ready.
No,
he ain't ready?
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about who he
He
lost to. As
he
far as
been
who he
around a
lost to,
while though, Free.
No,
and and
that's
I
what I'm
don't know how
saying.
Joe Joyce beat him. His eyes,
No,
man.
he kept getting jabbed in the eye. You
Yep,
lose
yep.
to slow. You lose to slow Joe Joyce. You
Yeah,
ain't
I
ready for
agree
no
with that.
Bacoli. He ain't
That's a
ready for
bad
no
loss,
Bacoli.
man. That's a bad loss
Dog,
right there. But let's
dog.
keep it real.
But
Daniel
Joe
Duval
Joyce
has
just lost to damn Ward
since that
Chisora,
fight,
didn't
he looks a whole lot different.
he? Yeah.
Let me
Um.
see. Let me see.
Did he lose? Did he just lose
Joe George just lost to Derek Chisora.
to Ward Chisora, right? In
Yeah.
a fight that seemed like they shouldn't have been fighting because them brothers looked like they was gonna fall out at any minute.
Man, hey, for real. Both of them.
But Derek Ward Chisora, man, he's solid, man. He been
Hey,
solid
he a
for a while.
warrior. And how Joe George is done with it. What he about 37, 36?
Yeah, he like 37, and he got cooked by an older guy, got dropped, beat convincingly by
He done
Ward
with it.
Chisora. And it's time to think about
Yeah.
your future.
Yeah, he done with it.
Yeah. Good card.
Uh,
That card was too late last night. Turkey Al Sheik, I appreciate the card, but we got to do something about that time, brother. We can't be on no live for 8 hours. Like BVO said, we can start at 9 o'clock, bro. These boys had us up there at 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
We
man.
was on live to like 6 to 2, bro.
He got to tighten up on that.
That's brutal. The fight come on later than it normally do when it started at 9 on the East Coast regular time for us.
Hey, Turkey was sitting beside him. Eminem was sitting right beside each other. One.
Man, Turkey got them checks. Everybody want to sit next to that Turkey, man. He cutting checks.
Eminem got paid good.
Yeah, he did. To get Eminem to come do something like that, it's gonna have to be in the millions.
Yeah, because he don't just do too much. Eminem,
Nah.
he ain't big on doing stuff.
I mean, he performed the whole damn concert. He's performing some of his old stuff. I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn, boy, come on. Well, we wasn't trying to see it. We
Hey,
wanted to see the fights, man. We was getting restless, man.
Yeah, he pulled that checkbook out.
Ain't nothing you can do when he do that, but say, let me see what you got.
Do y'all think he's? Let me ask y'all a question. You got people that's hating. Do y'all think he's good or bad for boxing? What do
He's
y'all
good.
think?
He's making the fights.
Yeah.
What's wrong? What do these fans
I
want?
don't know, dog. I don't
What do
know.
you think? Go ahead, Free. I'm trying to hear you different opinion.
I'm gonna tell you this. They want to bring tourism. I mean, bring tourists to Saudi Arabia. I think
Yeah.
they did that fight in the United States just to get the promoters to side with them, so they can get the
Right.
fights. They're gonna take these fights back to Saudi Arabia. They're gonna take them back to Saudi Arabia because that's the whole focus, to bring the tourists to Saudi Arabia. They're not gonna
Right.
keep putting fights on in the U.S. They trying to get these people to come to Saudi Arabia. So I think they did that to get the promoters to join on with them. They're like, hey, we could do some fights over here, but we want to do
The
fights in
bigger
Saudi
fights,
Arabia.
yeah. But Sri, the only downplay about that is that the time that fights come on at 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's kind of brutal on Saturday. But
That's what I'm saying.
nevertheless,
So
as long as
I
if they're making like Charlo and Bud or Boots and Virgil and it's in Saudi Arabia, then so be it.
nah, fuck that. I'm not trying to watch no fight in the 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I got
Me
stuff to
neither,
do
Free.
during the day.
Me too. But I'd rather see the
I'm
fight.
gonna tell you right now, if they start putting these big fights on 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I ain't watching boxing no more. I'm going back to football.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, Bree, I gotta agree with you. It don't feel right. Boxing don't feel right being on TV. You know what
No,
I'm saying? That time.
I
At 3 o'clock in the
stopped
afternoon
watching
and
boxing
shit.
for I stopped watching boxing for like 4 years. I stopped watching boxing for like 4 years because I got tired of it. I was like, okay, y'all not doing anything. Y'all not putting on no good fights. I stopped watching for like 4 years. I got back into it like 2017. I got back into
Yeah.
watching boxing again. But if they start putting big fights on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, No, I'm not watching boxing anymore. I'm gonna be focused on football and basketball. I'm
Yeah,
not watching boxing.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. The one time it was okay. I was down in North Carolina at the house, so I was able to go in my movie theater and watch the fights, even though they was on the afternoon. But my whole family was in the house, so it was kind of cool. It was okay because my grandpa didn't fall asleep on the fights. So
yeah,
we was able to watch the fights, and it was like okay. Fights went
right.
on. We still had our whole day left. But I'm with you, Free. That 2-3 o'clock fight, that shit
Oh,
bogus.
Prize, I got something for you.
What up? What's
I
that?
want to be free. I'm finna ask you something. I'm trying to think
I
of
can't
man.
even see that, Free. Hold on. I
That's that
can't.
water. That's that yellow. That's that watermelon.
Oh, he got that.
Yellow watermelon.
We
Told you.
Hey, don't let BVO see that.
I told you.
Yeah, nice. I
Oh,
want to try.
that's another thing, BBO. You gotta stop putting your phone on mute right before you doze off, dog.
Oh yeah, BBO, you sounded like a demo saw cutting concrete last night, dog.
Man, sound like a
That,
gorilla. Sound like a gorilla scratching. Man, I
Man,
don't know
for
what.
real. You a BBO boy. He was like,
BVO.
man.
BVO. Is he sleep now? Is he sleep?
nah, BBO probably doing something.
Yeah, he got to be doing something. He know we alright, but he doing something. He probably trying to look up Teofimo Lopez next fight.
You right, Josh. Boxing is something to go on at night. Then you hit the
Yeah.
after parties. The main event
Hey,
needs to be coming on at
man,
11 and off
it's
by
just
12.
like I'm telling you for real, man. I know they used to have the Friday night fights. I'm always like I'm old school. I like boxing on Saturday. I like it, at a certain time. I'm just not big on like fights on Tuesday or Monday. I just don't like it, man. Just me personally.
What's going on,
Melanie
Melanie
Queen.
Queen?
Melanie Queen in the building.
No, her and Bentley, I think,
Was
and
riding. They
Josh.
was riding out
They
last
was
night.
they was riding. They was riding hard, dog. They was with us the entire stream.
That was
All right.
crazy.
Hey, let me
That
ask
was
y'all a question. Hey, what about this prize and D free? Now that y'all seen Bud at 154, if
yeah.
Jamel Charlo comes back and he's the old Charlo, looks good, what do y'all think about that fight? I mean, far as would you favor Charlo or would you favor Bud?
I
Uh,
go 50-50 on that one.
I gotta see Charlo in a fight first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he
And
comes back and he's the old Charlo, if he's the old Charlo.
I gotta if Bud if say if Charlo comes back tomorrow and he
Yeah,
makes a fight and Bud doesn't have another fight until him and Charlo fights. Say
yeah,
Charlo have a fight now and then Bud and Charlo makes a fight for their next fight.
right.
If Charlo comes back and he looks like the Charlo that fought against
Costanza?
against what's his name Lubin, Erickson
Yeah,
Lubin.
yeah.
If he looks like that Charlo, I'm favoring Charlo.
Okay.
Now
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Bud can look totally different in that fight with Charlo.
yeah, because
Bud can
styles
come
ain't
out
clash
there
like
and look
that.
like the Bud that fought EJ. But
Yeah,
I'm just going based off of what I just seen. I saw Bud with his timing off, his punch placement off, and he got to grow into that weight. I see a
hey,
Charlo who's already acclimated at that weight and he's in full stride.
right,
I
right.
got a favorite Charlo.
I think too. I would favor Charlo. I'm gonna say this like Pride just said. Styles do make fight. Man, listen, that guy Israel. That was my first time really just having a real chance to see him fight. But the guy has great movement, man. I'm talking about great movement. And I believe Bud was out the ring for a nice amount of time this time. So do you think Free and Pride that had something to do with his time and the time he was out of the ring?
Could have been. The
Uh,
guy was doing a
I
lot of herky jerky movement, but him being out of the ring could have possibly could have played something into it. But again, he's trying to get acquainted at his new weight class. But it's gonna be
I
tough
mean
now seeing what I saw.
if the guy's a herky jerky type fighter,
Yeah.
who better to imitate that than your best friend? You got Sean Porter right there.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
fought Sean Porter. He quote unquote one of your closest friends. You can
Right.
spar Sean Porter and get ready for that fight.
I agree with that. I ain't think about that, Free, but you're right. Yeah. That type of crazy movement and stuff and that style, Sean Porter could have emulated that very well.
Yeah. So I mean, I when you reach a certain level, I can't give you no excuses of why you look bad. I
Yeah,
can't give you no excuse. Now, if there is a reason why you look bad, then I say, okay, that's the reason why you look bad. But I
right.
can't give you no excuses when you reach a certain level.
Yeah,
You supposed to already know what you need to do to prepare for that fight.
I agree. You definitely supposed to know. You should know. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. I seen something that I'm thinking about. I think Bud's reached that weight where don't go past that. That don't go past that weight.
I don't know
Well,
if he
What I
can
I
run up
call
at 60 and 68. I don't know
I, I
about
would
that.
I would say he probably can do well at 60 because 60 doesn't have a lot of big
Yeah,
fighters.
it's
Yeah,
a
yeah, they
dead
don't.
zone.
They don't. Now, what Jamal Charlo, man, if he's Jamal Charlo, I think, man, that would be a terrible fight for Bud.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Jamal don't seem like his head is on.
yeah, at
Now
this
I'm about to
point,
get up out of here, fellas. I'll jump back on in a minute. I gotta hit the
Okay.
shop or hit the streets.
all right, yeah, at
All
this
right, peace.
point, Jamal Charlo is a shell of himself. He,
I
he,
agree.
he
He is.
he's never going to be the Jamal Charlo that we saw taking over 160.
You're
He's
right.
not he's not going to be that Jamal Charlo again. His heart is not into it, and his head is not into it.
Yeah.
He's not going to be that Jamal Charlo again. He would literally have to be down and out, and the only way he can come back is by boxing, and then he's going to be hungry because
Yeah.
if he doesn't have the hunger for the sport, he's no good. And that's the same thing I feel about Jamel. From what I've been hearing, Jamel got 10 million or 8 million for that fight with Canelo, which
He
is the
did.
most he ever made.
He
So
did.
he might not be hungry no more. He's like, hey, I got a big payday, and I already been getting paid decent money throughout my
Yeah.
career. He might not be hungry no more neither.
Hey,
He's,
that
he's
Canelo
he's
money.
already been undisputed. He's already been undisputed at that division. So it's not like it's a challenge for him. The only challenge is for him to move up and try to get undisputed. Not at that same weight class. You already did it.
Yeah, that Canelo money different, man. That Canelo money. Look at Billy Joe Saunders. That Canelo money different. It make you don't want to fight no more. Man, that's a good money.
So I mean I gotta see how Jamel look. Because if Jamel don't look like Jamel, Bud gonna beat him easy. Because Jamel already doesn't do a lot of moving in the ring. And so if you're just gonna be standing right there in front of Bud to give him a target practice, he gonna pick you apart.
Now, Jamel took some heavy shots from Canelo that can affect you one or two ways. But what I'm saying is, we know that Jamel can take a shot. So, could you see Bud being able to hurt him? What do you think about that?
I think Bud can hurt him, but it will be to the body. I don't think he'll hurt him to the chin. I think he'll hurt
Right.
him to the body.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If Bud can land a good body shot, he can hurt him to the body. I don't know if he hurts him to the chin because
Yeah.
we never seen Jamel wobble. We seen Jamel take a knee, and he took a knee because Canelo was starting to pour it on, and he was like, "Nope, you're not gonna catch me and leave
Yeah.
and knock me out." And so
Yeah.
he took a knee to get a breather. But I've never seen Jamel wobble. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that he never been wobble. I've never seen him wobble.
I can't recall a time that he's been wobbled either. I can't recall no time I've ever seen him wobble.
So I don't know if Bud can hurt because, like I said, dude probably has a durable chin,
Yeah.
or Bud could just not have the power at 54.
Yeah, his power might not have carried the 54. And I agree. Bud caught him with some nice shots in between, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
dude, you know what I'm saying, didn't look like the dude was fade for no shots. So I don't like, he could either have a great chin or the power didn't carry.
yeah. I mean, because like I said, I seen the dude fight one time, and that
Yeah,
was on one of those cards that the Saudis put on. I think it was the AJ versus, I want to say AJ versus Francis. I think it was
yeah,
AJ versus Francis. And dude, I mean, he didn't get hit with no big shots, and he stopped the dude. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if the dude got a sturdy chin or not. I only seen one fight of his, and
Man.
he didn't get hit with no big shots for me to say, okay, dude got a chin. I didn't see him get
Hey,
hit with no big shot.
hey, free you know what we ain't talked about, and I don't forget. I don't know how it slipped my mind. I was really excited to talk about this Pitbull and Ryo, man.
Disappointment.
Yes, but they disappointed.
I mean, it was a hell of a game plan for Ryo. He did
Yeah,
what he was supposed to do and
right.
outbox him. It was a disappointing because we expected more fireworks, and it wasn't that. I
Hey,
expected I expected Ryo to have a little more offense, but not saying that Ryo did anything bad. He did what
yeah,
he needed to do with the opponent he had. He knew that his opponent liked to come in and brawl, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna get caught up in a firefight. I'm gonna fight my style and make him have to chase me," which was
yeah.
good on his behalf. But it didn't please the fans. The fans
Robert
wanted to see a
Garcia,
firefight.
man, that was I ain't gonna lie, and I agree with you everything you said. Robert Garcia put together a great game plan, man.
Yep, and Ryo executed it perfectly.
So did he did hey
And
man
he
and
he caught Pitbull with some hellified uppercuts. I think he caught
man,
Pitbull with every uppercut he threw.
yeah,
I think
man.
every
Hey,
uppercut he threw, he caught Pitbull with it.
Pitbull got a chin because Ryo can
Yeah,
punch, man. He was catching them with them uppercuts.
yeah. I mean, Ryo, I think he's like a David Benavidez. I think he's accumulation of punches too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think
yeah.
I don't think he's a real big puncher. He got a solid punch, but I
Solid
don't think
punch.
he's a real I don't think he's a real big puncher like one punch knockout power. I think it's accumulation of power.
Yeah, yeah,
Now he knocked out Chris Colbert cold, but Chris Colbert don't got a chin.
yeah. You're right. He definitely ain't got a chin, man. But Ryo, you know what I'm saying? Are they gonna rematch or what they talking about? It's gonna be a rematch or what?
I I think it is. I think it's gonna be a rematch. I'm not sure. I think it is,
So you know
but
what that does, don't you? And I'm gonna tell you why I'm glad this played out like that in a sense.
because we won't see a pit bull
Thank
versus tank.
Thank you. You knew what I was gonna say. Thank you. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I've been saying
Man,
it ever since the fight ended. I said, well, we ain't getting no pit bull versus tank.
thank you. Thank you. Man, you said exactly what I was thinking because that's what they were finna do. They was about to do Tank, Davis and Pitbull, Davis and Cruz too, part two. And we were finna get that fight. Now Tank has to lean more towards Shakur. Don't know this might have been a blessing in disguise for him to get that payday and get that fight.
Hey yo,
Ryo got that retarded. No, I ain't talking about Rolly. I'm talking about El Rayo. El Rayo don't got no. No,
That's what
he
I'm
said
talking about.
No. I'm talking about what D1 said. He said El Rayo got that retarded power. You can't teach Pitbull. He said just got that good chin. Nah, and Ryo don't have power like Rolly. Ryo, he's accumulation of punches. He not no real big one punch knockout artist. If you look at his fight outside of the Chris Colbert, you go back and look at his fight. It was accumulation of shots because we got to remember he was brought up through Jose Benavidez, and their way of training was your offense is your defense. They would just
Yeah,
throw a bunch of shots that get you that make you cover up. He wasn't no real big puncher like that. Now he got decent power, but
he's
he
accurate.
ain't no real big puncher. He not
He,
like a Tank Davis or
nah,
anything like that.
he's very accurate. His accuracy last night was good. His timing was great. And then he helped him out a lot in that fight last night against Pitbull, man. His timing was, man, spectacular. I ain't gonna lie. He had good timing last night.
He dropped De Los Santos, but De Los Santos got right back up and dropped his ass and stopped him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he dropped De Los Santos, but De Los Santos hopped right back up. He hopped right back up. He was like, "Okay, you got me. I'm about to turn your lights out." He dropped that
Yeah, that
man
was
like
a flash.
like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, that was a flash knockdown.
Yeah. What's going on, Thomas Hill?
Yeah. I've been in the back for a minute now, but I finally got brought up. I wanted to add in on some of the things, but especially since we talking Pitbull right now and Rayo. Hey,
Yes, sir.
that just shows you the measure of how great a corner can be, especially if you listen to the advisement
Yep.
of the corner. Like people really need to put some respect on Robert Garcia's name. Like year in and year out, all his fighters do is win. You know what I'm saying? He comes with game plans that puts them in the best position to win the fight. That being said, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't think Pitbull thought he was a threat to him. So, he didn't put
I
the
agree.
dedication that he needed to make sure he kept his guard up and he was constantly blocking them shots. Because when he fought Davis, make no mistake about it, he was very weary of any shot that was coming at him. And he had his hands right there to protect. That boy,
Yeah, I think he
What do you?
overlooked. I think he overlooked El Rayo a little bit. I think he overlooked.
How do you think the rematch plays out, Thomas? How you think that rematch will play out? Do you think that, man, and like you said, hold on, like I was saying, Robert Garcia, man, is an excellent coach, trainer, whatever. He's excellent at what he does. But a rematch, how do you think a rematch plays out?
with Tank,
No, with Ryo and Pitbull, a rematch. How y'all think it plays out?
Rayo, stay away from him. Stay away from him. You want to win. Stay away.
the thing that was most impressive was the way he was the way that he am I giving you guys feedback?
I
Yeah,
can
that's I
no.
think that's CDK.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay,
around it. It shouldn't be.
so look, the thing about it was I never saw Rayo box off the back foot so beautifully like that before. Hey, whatever Robert had him on, he was following it to the T. And with him boxing on that back foot like that, and that reach and the position that he was hitting him with, it'd be pretty difficult for Pitbull to get in there unless he goes to the body. See, Pitbull went away from the body. He got to attack that body because you want to bring them arms down. So to me, if Pitbull don't get the jab and he don't go to the body, it's gonna be tough out for him with Ryo because Robin got too much length for him.
I agree. Yeah. Man, Ryo, yeah, man. It was like I said, it was a perfect game plan. Definitely a perfect game plan last night.
Perfect game plan. You gotta give that man his credit.
Yes, indeed. One of the best trainers in boxing.
One thing, I don't know what other fights you went over, but I did hear Crawford and Madrimov. Now, that to me, I mean, from what I saw, it looked like a draw.
Okay. I had Crawford winning. I had
What fight you talking about?
The Madrimov and Crawford fight, it looked like a draw to me.
Nah, Crawford fought it out in the last 2 rounds.
So I didn't see the last 2 rounds, so yeah, it could have been pulled out. But what I saw in the beginning of the fight and what I saw to the last 2 rounds. Okay.
Yeah, you absolutely right. Because going into the 11th round, I had it 5-5. But the 11th and 12th round, Crawford won those 2 rounds easily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he won the last 2 rounds. Crawford took care of business.
I just know that I really that made me really want to see Spence and how he looks in his next fight. Because if he looks okay or he looks like his former self, then maybe they need to run that rematch again.
You hear what?
Terrence
Did you hear
already
what
said
Crawford said
no.
last night? Yeah, he said
He
no.
said
I was
no.
gonna say the
No
same.
rematch.
Yeah, he said it
Oh,
last night. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, BBO. He said it last night. There ain't gonna be no
He don't
rematch.
deserve a rematch, man. You don't get beat to death and get a rematch. No.
Yeah, yeah,
is that
and
right?
Bud,
Is that right?
Bud.
I seen many people get beat to death and get a rematch.
Hold on. Let me ask
Yeah.
y'all this. We got a bad echo, but let me ask y'all this. Did y'all see T.O. check Crawford? Crawford didn't even look at him. Howard.
Huh?
When T.O. pulled up on
BBO, you
Crawford
know
in his
Crawford.
ring,
What did he say to him?
He
Crawford
didn't say
walked
nothing
past him.
to Crawford.
BBO, we gonna keep it real and thorough now. I don't know about T.O. background. I do know a little bit about Bud background, and he got that street mentality in him. You ain't gonna say nothing disrespectful for him outside that ring. He gonna stand on business. You gonna have to show up and show out on him. And I'm just keeping it real now. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? That's just being real. You're not gonna play them game with Crawford like that. He got them in that street in him. If you run up on him, you gonna have problems.
No,
You know what T.O. got to
this
do?
is the thing.
T.O. got to go old school. If I was T.O., I would just walk up to Bud and I would slap the dog out of him.
Please.
No, you
That's what I
wouldn't.
would.
Joe wouldn't.
If I was T.O., I
Dog,
said if I was
listen.
T.O.
It's no
That's what
need
I'm
to
saying. If
mention.
you were
It's
T.O.,
no need to. It's no need to mention T.O. T.O. is at 140. Bud is at 40.
Right.
I mean at 54. Unless
Right.
T.O. planning on going to 54, there's no need in mentioning him. The
I
man is a
agree.
champ.
Hold on, my bad.
He's a champion at 54.
You got a bad echo, Free. I think your car's playing up. It's an echo from your car.
yeah,
It's not on my car because my phone is
it's not
on
on
mute
him.
when I'm not talking.
Am I echoing?
Hold on. Yeah, that might be you then.
Yeah, it's
That
you,
was my
CDK.
CDK.
You got to come
Okay.
out,
My bad.
go out
I'm
and
gonna
come back.
come out and come back in.
That's all. Hey,
Okay.
but like I was saying, all Till got to do is go in there and slap Bud or slap Tank, and he'll get those fights. You got to
He
put
ain't
your
getting
No,
hands
them
on these.
fight.
he ain't gonna do it because he ain't built like that.
And on top of that, he don't command that payday either. If he ain't fighting Spence, then he dang sure ain't fighting T.O., bro. I'm sorry, dog. He's not gonna do that
If he slap Bud not gonna fight him.
right then and there.
He gonna fight him right there. He ain't gonna
Yeah,
fight him
right
in the
then and there.
ring. He
He
gonna
gonna
fight him
fight
right
him.
there.
I'm talking in the ring.
Nah,
If
he
I
ain't
was
getting
Tio,
him.
if I was Tio, I would give me some security guards, walk up on Crawford, slap him, and then have the security guards push him back and say, "Make the fight." That's what I would say. Make the fight.
No, first of all, in order for T.O. to do anything like that, T.O. has to have heart. He ain't got none.
Hold on, you don't become a 2-division champion at 23, at 24 years old and not have heart, man. Stop.
Yes, you do. Look at Big Baby Anderson.
He was never a champion.
No, but
Never.
he ain't got no heart neither.
But Tio is a unified and 2-time Ring Magazine champion.
And
So I mean,
he ran the entire time Devin Haney tried to make a fight with him.
oh, but Tank didn't run, but he ran. Okay, I got you.
No, because
I got you.
T.O. told Devin Haney.
Get into it.
T.O. told Devin Haney, I can make you my mandatory. I can make you my mandatory. As the franchise champion, I can make you my mandatory. Devin Haney ain't never been able to make Tank Davis his mandatory. T.O. had the ability to make his mandatory. And then after he lost to Kambosos, they were like, oh, they took the belts from me because they knew what I was going to do. I was going to drop all the belts to make it that much harder for Devin Haney to get undisputed.
Ain't nothing wrong with him saying that, bro. He don't like Devin Haney. It's people you don't like, Free. I mean, so
No.
what? He didn't like him.
Did you say he never said that?
No, I said he didn't like him. It don't matter. He didn't like Devin.
No. If
So what?
you say if you don't like him, you go in the ring and beat him.
I
That's what
mean,
you just said.
all I'm saying is that Tio got to get disrespectful. I don't know if he got to slap spit, whatever he got to do. He got to go crazy to get these fights, man.
So T.O. gotta go fight who's in his weight class. That's what he gotta do. He's not in Bud weight class, so go fight who's in your weight class. Unless he plan on
Well,
moving
it's the
up
thing.
to 50, unless he plan on moving up to 54, is no need of talking to Bud. That's the same
I
thing
hear that.
like
I hear that he's
Bud
trying
and
to get Brian
Canelo.
Norman.
That's the
He's
same thing
trying to
like
get
Bud and
Brian
Canelo.
Norman. He's trying to get Brian Norman, man. He's trying to get Brian Norman. If he get beat Brian Norman, win WBO, become a 3-division champion,
Why
then go up there
why
and
go
pop Bud.
why go after Brian Norman? Why you don't just go after Boots? Boots is a bigger name than Brian Norman.
Who is Boots' fault?
Boots is a bigger name than Brian Norman. Who has Brian Norman for?
Brian Norman, WBO champion.
Boots is the IBF champion. Who has Brian Norman for? You said who Boots for? Who's Brian Norman for? And Brian Norman is the WBO intern champion.
I put it like this, man. We not gonna mix words. I know that's what you like to do, but I
We
say
ain't
this,
mixing
man.
words. I'm saying,
This what I'm
why
saying.
go after Brian Norman when you could go after you want to go after Bud? You can't get Bud. Once you get the next best thing to Bud, and that's Boots. Brian Norman is
Well,
nowhere near the level of Bud or Boots. He's not on even one of those levels.
Boots ain't on no pound for pound list.
Neither is Brian Norman.
But listen, this is what I'll tell you. This your boy BVO, man.
You're not making no sense.
Live from Cleveland, Ohio. Salute to my brother CDK. Salute to our host, the Nolan Queen. Salute to my brother Thomas Hill. And definitely salute to my man Crush. And we heard it again. D-Free doesn't want to get your boy Crawford hurt. He's scared of they scared of that kid.
No, first of all, Crawford's never been my boy. Crawford ain't never been my boy. Never.
Hey, and all I can say is this, man. We back tomorrow, man. 8 o'clock sharp. Don't miss it. Like I said, y'all seen me lose a close one to D-Free. I got my youngster, man, Marky Dan, coming back.
BVO.
Come get him. So his championship is in trouble, man. Watch out for Free, man. He's in
You
trouble.
do realize you lost at the debate against me. You can't beat me in this, dog. You can't.
But that's what I'll say, man. Salute to everybody, and we gone, y'all. Peace.